The book The Silence of the Lambs is the sequel to Red Dragon, previously adapted as Manhunter, which this time focuses on a different cop, Agent Clarice Starling, going after a different serial killer, Jane Gum, aka Buffalo Bill. The connection is that Starling, like Will Graham before her, goes to Hannibal Lecter, the incarcerated serial killer, for help. This time around, however, the focus is less on the chase of the killer and more on the interaction and odd relationship that sprouts between Lecter and Starling. This time around, the movie is directed by Jonathan Demme and has a completely different cast, with even returning characters having new actors. Most prominently, Hannibal is now played by Anthony Hopkins. The only actor returning from Manhunter was Frankie Faison, who plays a separate character. Starling is played by Jodie Foster and Buffalo Bill by Ted Levine, in perhaps the role that defined him. If you see him in anything else, you just think, hey, there's Buffalo Bill, who instead of killing families, he captures and kills young girls, hoping to make a suit out of their skin. The one bad thing this movie did was that it made Manhunter look bad by comparison, which is a shame because Manhunter was great, but The Silence of the Lambs is really amazing. It's one of the best psychological thrillers out there, and if you want to get the crap scared out of you, you could do a lot worse. The book is one of my favorite novels of all time, and I hate to say this, but the movie is actually better than the book in this sense, and the main reason is because of the ending. While the movie follows the events of the book pretty much exactly, it differs slightly, if not in its events, than its tone towards the end. When Starling is trapped in Buffalo Bill's basement house of horrors and is attempting to find him in complete darkness, while the killer stalks her wearing night vision goggles, it's absolutely a creepy idea. He can see her perfectly, she can't see him. She's armed, but handicapped by the darkness. In the book, Starling remembers her training and does everything perfectly to take him out. But in the movie, she kind of panics and wins almost by pure luck. It gives the scene a huge amount of intensity, and really that's what this is all about. The entire movie is about building tension. The relationship between Starling and Lecter is tense because she's trying to get information out of him while also trying to keep him amused. He demands details about her life, which he uses to mock her. In the famous scene where he's kept in a cage in the makeshift federal detention area, and Starling, who has taken off the case, sneaks in to talk to him because she believes he gave false information to the captured girl's mother, a powerful senator, for his own amusement. The tension builds because Lecter draws out the entire conversation, and Starling is in a hurry because she can get caught and booted out at any minute. The way the camera zooms in on Hopkins' face as he teases information and tries to give out just the right amount of bullshit so that Starling can figure out the case for herself, it really works. And of course, this is followed up by Lecter's famous escape sequence in which he breaks from custody, setting up a sequel perfectly. I could praise the film some more, but it's sort of not needed. If there's one word to describe it, it's classic. If you haven't seen it, see it. Just don't be surprised if the movie sweeps you up and has you breathing heavily at times. 10 out of 10.